7:09 with Mark Ed and Sergeant Sam. Good morning. Thanks for being with us. Let's talk about the decision by the acting fire chief to fire the firefighter for going next door to order a burger before leaving the firehouse on a 911 call about a woman having breathing problems.
Well, EMS had already been dispatched.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm sitting here wondering, it was a medical clinic? Are there not doctors running all over that clinic? What?
Yeah, the 77-year-old woman was at one of the Austin clinics, far west in Mopac.
Right.
They called 911 for help.
Right. I mean, man, if you're in the hospital or if you're in the clinic and they call 911, I mean, what is that?
I don't know if the clinics didn't have any nurses there, didn't know how to operate, didn't know what to do or what, but the bottom line is this: that guy really messed up. If there's an emergency call, life-threatening, woman can't breathe, you got to jump on it very, very quickly.
Yeah. EMS was already ahead of them. EMS even canceled them. They weren't needed. What say you to that?
What I say to that?
Yeah.
Well, I just know the facts. I was not there, and what I read from the fire chief that this man decided to go get a burger instead of getting on the vehicle and going on.
I think there's just a little bit more to it than this. I really, really do. It's why do we roll fire trucks on every cotton picking emergency call in the first place? We got EMS. You have a minimum of 2 qualified EMTs. They're going to a medical clinic, for crying out loud. Doctors all over the place. Nurses all over the place.
You don't know if doctors are all over that place.
What is it?
Sam.
It's a medical clinic.
Right. A lot of those clinics are nurses.
This place has doctors.
Well, this
yeah,
did it have them that day, though?
Oh, okay.
I'm just asking. I'm asking a legitimate question because there are medical clinics in town that just have nurses.
This one, generally speaking, has doctors, loads of doctors.
Well, that seems awfully odd that if they had lots of doctors there and they called EMT and then they called the fire department.
No, but at any rate, though, this guy's fired. He's a veteran of Austin's fire department.
Wow,
The chief said immediate response to 911 calls is the very essence of what it means to be an Austin firefighter. Because of his selfish and highly unprofessional actions, he has no right to remain an Austin firefighter.
Okay, let me give you another scenario. You have police officers that get emergency calls. They hang back from the call until a backup arrives. And you got an emergency going on, and they're instructed and told, you don't go in there. You have EMS that goes to emergency calls with disturbances. They don't go in till the police come.
But this is a different thing. This is a medical emergency where they need somebody there immediately. So you can't figure in this deal that they're not going to have. They're going to hold them back.
I
think this guy sounds like he deserved to be fired if he did indeed go get a hamburger.
I think he deserves some discipline, but I don't think he deserves to be fired because there's lots of scenarios where EMS holds back and where police officers hold back.
But not in a medical emergency, Sam.
Yes, in a medical emergency. You can have somebody shot on the ground.
Oh, please, Sam.
Listen to me.
You're muddling the issue up, Sam. There was no gunshots in this deal. This was a true medical emergency, Sam.
What do you think a gunshot is? That's a true medical.
Hold it.
Is a gunshot.
Now, Mark, please, Sam, don't muddy the water here. Come on.
You won't let me finish. Can I finish?
Make a quick comment, and then I want to go to Kevin, who says he's a retired firefighter. He's got a comment about this.
Let me say one more thing, Sam. Don't muddy the water up by saying it was a gunshot wound or all.
No, what I'm saying is there are plenty of times that EMS and the fire department and the police department hold back before they go to a call.
Kevin is on KLBJ. Kevin, good morning. You're a retired firefighter?
That's correct.
Yeah.
With Austin, yeah. Sam's been retired too long. He doesn't remember code 3 responses. You get a code 3 response, you respond immediately. You drop everything you're doing. And this was a medical emergency. And there are some times we're told to stage, but that is dispatched to stage. But no, code 3 response, you go immediately. He deserves to be fired.
What could be going through this guy's mind to walk next door to the burger house and order a burger?
And there's probably more to this story, and there's maybe some progressive discipline in the past. But anybody that does not respond, they need to be, they need to be disciplined heavily. And that was a terrible mistake.
I don't have a problem with discipline, but I can't help but believe that there's something else working here. You have EMS already en route. EMS cancels the fire department before they get there. And my question is, and you know what I know, how many, out of all the times, EMS is real quick to always holler, fire department, help me, fire department, help me. You have $1 million pieces of machinery rumbling down the road on some very minor garbage, so to speak, often.
Well,
very
that's
often.
right. But majority
That's
of the time, or many times, the fire department beats EMS in. At the time that he was dispatched, he did not know where EMS was. And again, majority of times we beat them in. We're first responders, and we start the medical care. So he didn't know where they were at.
Kevin,
Yeah.
thanks very much. Have a good day. This is Brian on 35 on KLBJ. Brian, good morning. You're a paramedic?
Yes, sir.
Well, good morning. What do you think about all this?
Kevin had a lot of good points. I mean, a lot of the times the fire department is dispatched before EMS because a lot of the times there are going to be more of them responding than us because, predominantly there are a lot more medical calls than fire calls. But it's nice to have some good help on the way. And sitting back hearing a lot of the story, it seems pretty fair also. I mean, they didn't know where EMS was. It's just you have to kind of be there before you're pointing fingers. You know what I mean?
A lot of EMS is dispatched right there from the fire station. You have some joint facilities, and it sounds like to me that was the joint facility. Well, I'll look it up on the web, see if I can find out what station if they have the joint facility there.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're housed. I don't know if they're housed on the same, same basis, like same people, and if they
I don't think they are because I think this is just a freestanding.
But here's the deal. I worked on the street, and maybe I've been retired too long. Give me a break. People have been having heart attacks for how many eons, and EMS has been responding.
True.
I have seen so many times that we'll have 2 fire trucks, and EMT's already got it handled, and they rumble up because EMS is real bad about always hollering, "Help me, help me, help me."
Yeah. Well, I mean, 70% of what EMS is dispatched for turns out to be bogus as it is.
That's true.
That's where a lot of your burnout comes from anyway.
Yeah, and most of the time when EMS it calls the fire department, it's for heavy lifting because the little gals can't handle it.
Brian, thank you.
Boy, howdy. Not only can he protect the blue, but what color is the fire department today? The red, protecting the red today. Hey, go get a burger. It's okay.
I didn't say it was
I like
okay.
some fries, too. Chili
I
cheese
said
fries.
he needs to be disciplined, not fired. Listen to me,
What code is
Eddie.
it? What code is it? Okay.
Open your earballs.
Skywatch traffic,
Woo-wee.
7:16. Here's Melinda Brandt.
Seeing some delays on 30.